All right. Well, I don't suppose either of you two have anything to plug or anything to make worth your time visiting us, Lorraine. Are you doing anything that you want people to know about? I want you to benefit from your time up here.
Let's see. Well, watch Metalocalypse. Watch Garfield. Watch. No, you don't have to watch Doc McStuffins.
Doc McStuffins?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
It's a reality show set in Papua New Guinea.
Yes. And they all stuff it.
It's about the guy who just puts stuff in it.
I did an episode of Trophy Wife. I don't know. Yeah, I've got something called Box Trolls coming out in 2014.
What's Box Trolls?
Well, it's a animated feature. It's an English movie. So we'll go.
I mean, you're shrugging it off, but what the hell is this podcast? What do we? I just want to make sure. Yeah, because we're honored to have you here. We missed you last time, and
it really is a pleasure to have you here. You've been a hero of mine for a long time. It's very cool to have you.
Yeah.
And when I say have you, I mean bonobo style.
And also come back anytime. That's a policy we have here. Come hang out, and you can take Jeff's place. It doesn't matter.
I'm the guy that mixes it around.
Let's also thank Dr. Chris Ryan. His podcast is called Tangentially Speaking.
Thank you, guys.
These are our guests. I'm a bad interviewer and a bad host, and I'm bad at dismissing people.
What's your book called? Sex at Dawn. That sounds like a Western. I love that.
Sex at Dawn.
Sex at Dawn. It's a threat and a promise. Lorraine Newman and Dr. Chris Ryan, everybody.
First, go to his podcast, Tangentially Speaking, which is a feral audio podcast, which I'm sure if we listen to it, I'd be like, man. You know? I'm afraid to listen to it.
Why?
Well, because come on.
He's smarter than
the elephant in the room, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like me, but he read everything.
You know, not only is Dr. Ryan sound like a fake doctor name. Dr. Chris Ryan sounds like something on a soap opera. He's smarter than you, and me and everybody. But he also he speaks into the microphone way better than both of us. He sounds like a fucking radio DJ.
Yeah.
And he sounded like he was fucking born there.
Yeah.
Like he owned it.
But you know what?
He's right behind. Now he's looming ominously right behind. I like it. I want a doctor over my shoulder. I can refer to you in case of... now he's caressing me tenderly.
I'm not a real doctor, though. My wife is a real doctor. If anyone has chest pains, talk to her.
Is that right? What's your wife's name?
Casilda.
Casilda, and she wrote the book with you?
Yeah.
Well, why wasn't she up on stage, you sexist motherfucker? What sort of hunter-gatherer bullshit is this?
Well, he never said that he was against anything that he observed. He was like, yes, men own women.
He's sitting at missing right now, thinking of which of the audience he's going to fuck later on.
And he's pointing at
you. He gave me a tender caress moments ago, and it will not soon be forgotten.
Jeff, should we go to the moon or have a nuclear holocaust, I would be honored.
I would say the first.
I would be honored if you would be the one that mixed it up.
Dan?
In my new family.
Dan, if he'll put it in, I'll mix it around.
Speaking of which, let's bring out Aaron McGaffey.
From the world's worst Segway department.
Have you had any thoughts listening to all this?
Yeah, sure. I have to say I was really sleepy, and I love Dr. Christopher Ryan. I've actually read his book, Sex at Dawn. It was recommended to me before He had his podcast, but I fell asleep for the last 10 minutes.
Oh, that was my fault.
No. It was no boredom. I was just sleepy
Right.
and comfortable. And there's an intern back there who she complimented my dress and then fell asleep. And I was like, I want to take a nap with her, so I fell asleep too.
It's happening as he's talking. It's tribal.
You guys created a hammock back there. And,
Yeah.
Should I come back and mix it up and give a little here and a little there and whoever turns out taller.
So women thought a baby was made by combined semen, by fucking everybody, and the baby would turn out funny, smart, tall, clever, this or that. And there was one guy's job just to get in there and look. The baby's tall, he's clever. I'm not. I just mixed it around.
I immediately thought
I'm the KitchenAid
I have a
of baby
feeling
making.
that title was reserved for the guy that they couldn't figure it out. They're like, oh, he's handsome like Tim and he's strong like Kyle. And Steve, I'm sure you really made sure that Tim and Kyle were both equally represented with the back and forth motion of your tiny little plunger.
The way I heard that was not a beta male thing. It was very alpha. The guy's like I went in there. I was so secure in my masculinity that I just went and mixed all that cum up and fucking stirred it up.
Here's the crazy thing. Do you ever wonder, how the fuck did human beings ever figure this out? Because I guess they had nothing else to think about and no other data to collect. But I just learned that with cats, that's actually true. Mm-hmm. Like a couple different cats can fuck a female cat, and a litter of kittens actually represent different.
So cool.
It's
so
insane.
neat. You could have a whole baseball team.
How back then? I guess I kind of understand. It's just amazing to think of what they were going through back then at the dawn of our species and how they looked at men and women and well, I guess it's like them. First of all, figuring out that thing I do that I really want to do, and then that stuff that comes out when I finish doing it, that's like seeds, and you're like dirt. Because sometimes, them making the correlation that 9 months later, sometimes.
Did you ever have a sex talk, like a formal sex talk?
No, my mom.
Did your dad hit you with a sex education book?
My mom said to me at one point that this is as close as verbatim as I can get, and I apologize to my mom. She's a great mom. I don't think she listens to the podcast anymore, but my mom at one point said that sometimes when a man looks at a naked lady, his penis gets excited and stands up and dances around, and then white stuff comes out of it. And I went to the bathroom after watching Debbie Does Dallas with my older brother. He would invite the neighbor kids over he would charge them to watch Debbie Does Dallas because my dad had it on VHS. It's a porn, you fucking 25-year-old. You big sausage pizza generation. We used to have Story. Debbie didn't want to do Dallas. She had to. Mr. Greenfield earned it. I was pre-pubescent and watching because the big kids would watch it. And I went to the bathroom. I've told this story a million times, but I went to the bathroom and we all, this was the 70s, everyone had tighty whitey briefs, that's all you wore, and there was some cotton lint on my wee-wee that I was absolutely certain. I looked at it as I was going to the bathroom and I went, oh my God, my penis got up and danced around because I looked at a naked lady, and that's the white stuff that came out.
Did you think there was a man in your penis, like The Shining?
I thought that my penis was like a man that danced around. Yes. I'm not kidding. Yes, that's how she described it to me.
I grew up in a very religious family. When I was 6 years old, my mom and I went to a carnival, and I don't remember the details from the carnival. I remember when we got in the car, I was holding a $5 bill, or which one is Lincoln on?
5.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just double checking. So I was holding this $5 bill, and we lived in Italy, and I didn't have like American money, but at this
Or a penny. Could have been a penny.
it was a bill, and I hadn't really seen American money, and I was like, this guy, like, to get on this bill. We're driving home. I'm like 5 or 6 years old. It's amazing. Like, he got on this bill. Like, where did he come from? And my mom said, well, when two people love each other very much, the female will arouse the man, so his penis it becomes an erect. Yeah.
Why?
This is how I thought. And I was like, I didn't know. That's not what I wanted.
What dots was she connecting there?
I think she was just waiting for it. She was really excited. My mom was very like academic and was just waiting for her chance to tell me about sex. Also, she always liked scaring me, I think, a little bit. So I was just like, this guy, Bill, what a night at the carnival. Like, I remember as she was explaining this to me, I remember looking at fireworks going off in the background as she was saying, well, when a man and a woman love each other very much, the woman will arouse a man so his penis becomes erect, hard like a stick. And then the stick goes inside the woman, and if he's excited enough, his ejaculate will go into her, and if it fertilizes the egg...
She called the dick a stick, but she used the word ejaculate? It's a weird term to get clinical.
Well, our dog was named Ejaculate, so...
Okay.
And we sat in silence the rest of the way home, and she kept on asking me if I was okay, and I was like, it was fine. But I misunderstood the talk, and that I thought that, and I think a lot of kids think this, I thought that the penis detached and you plugged it in like a gas hose. So that's what I was thinking.
A gas hose?
Well, like, I imagined a gas pump. I was imagining my parents lying next to each other, and my dad being like, "Honey, is it time for another McGaffey child?" And him just being, my mom being like, "Yay, a baby!"
That's like
all because I was celebrating Abraham Lincoln being on the bill.
Meanwhile, I thought women had nothing to do. I thought that when a man looks at a woman, his penis is like just goes. Woo!
You guys are lunatics. Mom, how does a bill become a law? Well, when a man loves a woman, his penis turns into a man, detaches like a gas hose, and pours his ejaculate into her.
I do remember when I was 6 years old, as we were driving home, and I had presence of mind to be like, this is fucking crazy that she told me about this. I really feel like this is too soon. By the way, I wasn't allowed to watch an R-rated movie until I was 17. So I knew everything, but nothing at the same time. But I had this moment where I was like, just remember this. Whenever you look at Abraham Lincoln or a $5 bill, you're going to remember where you were. And this is the first time that you are making a memory. That was my thing. I was like, this is my first memory, which doesn't make any sense. But still, every time I look at a $5 bill, I think about my mom and my dad fucking.
The first time you were scarred.
Yeah. That was not the first time.
All right,
Good
come on.
Heavens.
You guys,
come on, Dan. I think I may have taken my nap before because I'm.
You slept during a fucking fascinating interview.
Oh no, I loved it.
So when you're back there before the show, you're just snoozing?
No. It wasn't for very long. It was really because there was a nice lady who complimented my dress, and I just wanted to take a nap with her. I mean, that's really what happened. Thank you.
Oh, I know. I think you were just tired.
I was also just tired.
Yeah.
But Dan is meeting my extended family on Wednesday, my very southern extended family, and I started thinking about how soon that is, and I started getting really like nervous and overwhelmed. So I've been distracted by that, but not in a bad way, in an exciting way.
did it make you sleepy? It doesn't. Unrelated.
Don't you get overwhelmed and then sleepy?
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, it's
yeah. Let's get Spencer up
21
here.
minutes.
Spencer, get up here.